as we take a journey and make a big leap of travel and faith into the Caribbean. Do we know where is the Caribbean? Students? Yeah, you know. You're from there. We have some very special people who are coming all the way from Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean. I can tell you this much. Google it on your maps and you'll see where it is. It's a faraway place, but it's enchanting, it's vibrant, and it's represented by these two lovely ladies amongst our midst. Please welcome Linda Maharaj and Aruna Maharaj. Please join us on the stage, ladies. We're going to be unveiling the Women Economic Forum chapter of Trinidad and Tobago right here, right now. I'd like to invite Linda to speak with us. She is an educator of 41 years, someone who has changed the lives of many in her country and across. We'll hear it from Linda Maharaj.
Thank you. Good morning. I think it's morning. I have to decide what to tell you. You know why? My background as a woman is different from every woman in this hall. Do you know why? I am a third generation product of people who left this country as indentured laborers. They were fooled and they went to the Caribbean to work in the cane fields. And the backbone of the success of the women of Trinidad and Tobago has the components of every single thing you are hearing in this room. The love, the perseverance, the positive energy, the thinking out of the box, the visionary, every single component and skill that has been expressed in this room has been utilized to make me come back to India in this capacity. They left with nothing. They were fooled. They went to the plantations. And the women struggled and they made it. My name is Linda, and they did not have a platform of commonality in there. They went there. You had mixed generations. They had a lot of forces. I don't want to talk of the negative, but there were a lot of forces working against them. Their education was limited in the sense that they could not get into schools. The Indian women, they were kept at home. I happen to be one of those who had a visionary father and saw the need to let us be, and a visionary mother who anchored the culture of where we came from in the home. So it was a combination that brought out, I am the first of 10 children, and every one of us, out of it, 9 are teachers. Do you know why? My father said, if you're a girl, you go to work with your children and you come back with your children. So when I asked to go and work in the bank, he said, go in the bank and work. And when your child is crying at home, you counting money here and nobody to see your child. It is a simple statement, but it is a very, very, very forward-thinking statement. Now, I am telling you, my name is Linda Savitri Maharaj. Do you know why? The vision of them, you could not get into us to get education unless you had an English name. You understand? So all these other challenges, the amount that we in the Caribbean, I want you to Google Trinidad, is 1.3 million people. And we have women there, and we have prime ministers today, we have presidents today. They have thing in every field. They have excelled. But through education and the abstract components that pervade all the speakers in this room, they had, as I told you, the positive thinking. Never mind, it will be better next time. All the positive thinking. But one of the things that we were always made to believe, you must know your roots. If you do not have roots, you will be blown over. So we were taught to know your roots, but move forward. Now, I started working in an organization where it was only men. I was the first woman to go on that stage. But do you know what I used to do? I would put my son in the front row, or my husband will be there in the front row, or my mother-in-law will be there in the front row. So I am always protected. Now I am free, but I am telling you the days when the woman emerged. So I am the woman of that era. I have 3 kids. They say they did well. One is a doctor, one is a dentist, one is a chartered accountant. Thank God for the fortitude of the women of the Caribbean. And today you are seeing the new woman of the Caribbean emerging. That is in Neela. Neela Maharaj is the new face and the new woman that is emerging in the Caribbean and in the Western Hemisphere. So I want to tell you, it was such a beautiful session. Mamta, with her perseverance, thank you very much. I would not have been here, and I am so happy I attended it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Linda. You can be small, but, so you said small country, right? But no measure of the impact that the women can have, the people can have in creating reverberations through the world. So the size doesn't matter, correct? Thank you, Linda, for being the voice of women from the Caribbean. Thank you. I'd like to welcome Aruna. Welcoming Aruna. She is the managing director of Aruna Maharaj Cosmetology School. She's also a makeup artist and a hairstylist, a fashionista, as we can see. And she's also a social media influencer, representing the young women, the youth of, young leaders of tomorrow from Trinidad. Welcoming you, Aruna. Share your journey with us, please.
So I'm very tall, and I wore the highest heels that I own. I know I'm probably going to get the bell, so let me just say this quickly before. Just hats off to this entire. I feel so honored, humbled, and just incredibly honored, I know I said that already, to be a part of this forum. It is incredible, and the caliber of women who have spoken before me, I mean, whew, big shoes to fill. Just a little bit about Trinidad. I know Ms. Linda spoke about it before, but it's a very tiny island, and my great-grandparents would have left India to come to Trinidad in search of a better life. And for me, I feel very fortunate that we were able to be on the Western Hemisphere. We are very Americanized, I'm not gonna lie. So we did grow up with we didn't get as much as the Indian and the traditional teachings and upbringing that you would get here in India, but just being here in the motherland it's an incredible feeling, and I just feel extremely grateful to be here. So yes, I had a lovely introduction. Thank you very much. I own and operate a cosmetology school, which does hair, makeup, skin, nails, and it's a very external industry where we place a lot of emphasis on how we look externally. And something shifted in me recently where I realized that it's not all about the outside. It's more about the inside. So I've recently changed my entire Instagram and entire social media feed to be an advocate for inner and outer beauty, placing more emphasis on inner beauty. I do have a few words that I wrote down, so I wanted to just explain to you before I even picked up this mantle of, by the way, the cosmetology school is 3rd generation, meaning that my grandmother was the first woman in the country to color her hair. She was the first woman in Trinidad to dye her hair. She actually went on a boat to Paris to study cosmetology clearly before I was even born. And that was before the days of airplanes and stuff. And she was just such an inspiration to come back and then open this cosmetology school that has helped so many young women to be entrepreneurs and to put their energies towards something creative and just make something of themselves. And before I even picked up the mantle to own and operate this cosmetology school, I actually didn't want to be a part of it. I actually ran away from beauty. So eventually, you know, when faith and destiny has a plan for you, well, let's just say everything fell into place, but it was not easy. I actually picked up a job in the United States where I was working for a makeup company, and unfortunately the company did not do their due diligence, and when I went I did not have the correct visa. I actually ended up spending a night in jail in the United States, and I was sent back home to my home country with a visa that was revoked until I get the correct visa. A lot had changed. It had changed me because I had these dreams. I was actually in Los Angeles. I was in Hollywood. And if you know that Hollywood is the beauty capital of the world with all these celebrities, and that was the dream that I always wanted. And to come back and just have all my dreams shattered, it really put me in a place where I had to rediscover my true purpose and what I was really put and stuck in Trinidad for. And it has really taught me something about perspective. So I just want to say a few words on perspective. What this has taught me is the power of perspective. In the end, it all boils down to how we choose to look at the world. Not how we look at the world. No, how we choose to look at the world, because believe it or not, our experience on this planet is determined by us. Our experience in this earth is ultimately our choice. So I'd like to share with you 10 short affirmations that would help us shift our perspective and can change the game as we know it. So the first one, I am following my heart. So if you can say these things to yourself wholeheartedly, please know that you're on the right track. I am following my heart. Live the life you want to live and be the person that you choose to be. As you strive to achieve your goals, you will encounter challenges. But with the right perspective, we can train ourselves to see the lesson in every problem, understanding that every challenge is an opportunity to learn is an absolute game changer. 2, I am proud of myself. Regardless of the opinions of others, the only reflection staring back at you in the mirror is your own. So accept everything about yourself. Being proud isn't bragging about who you are or how great you are. It's just silently knowing your worth and not allowing anyone to take advantage of you. 3, I am making a difference. When you make a positive impact on somebody's life, you also make a positive impact on your own life. One thing my mom, who's sitting right there, always told me since I was a little girl was, do good and good will come back to you. It's a law of karma. But of course, our intent is never to help, expecting something in return. 4, I am grateful. Expressing and feeling gratitude has been proven to bring more of life's blessings. This is a law of nature. If you're finding it hard to be grateful for anything, sit down, close your eyes, take a slow breath, and be grateful for oxygen, for food, for water, for family, for work. 5, I am growing into the best version of myself. Remember, trying to be anyone else is a waste, especially since everyone else is already taken. 6, I am actively experiencing the present moment. Time is one thing we can't get back. In today's world, we are so busy trying to be someone or become someone that we've forgotten how to simply be. So please, don't forget to slow down so that you can at least notice the roses before you stop to smell them. 7, I'm honest with myself. Be honest with every aspect of your life, even if it's an ugly truth that you don't want to admit. Be your own worst critic. Put the pride aside and recognize when you are wrong. It's okay to have regrets as long as you eventually see the truth and become better for it in the end. 8, I have forgiven myself for my past mistakes. Life is designed for us to evolve, but in order for this to happen, we must first experience the bad in order to enjoy the good. We must first understand pain before we can appreciate joy. Regardless of what we've done, we must find it within us to forgive ourselves for our mistakes. 9, I know what unconditional love feels like. Whether your love is towards a child, partner, friend, family, pet, knowing and feeling love without expecting something in return, this is unconditional love. And admittedly, I am in the process of learning this. But perhaps the most important love of all is love of self. For without self-love, we cannot know love, and we cannot expect to be loved. In loving ourselves, we allow this feeling to grow within us, and then guess what? It automatically just overflows. 10. I have forgiven those who once hurt me. We've all been hurt at some point or another, and while pain is normal, we sometimes allow that pain to linger for too long. To forgive is to set a prisoner free and to discover that that prisoner was you. So there you have it, 10 affirmations that once applied to your life and accepted fully has the power to change your human experience. I urge you to take responsibility for your life. Believe it or not, you are in control. And it's time we stop playing the victim role. It's time we understand that the negative experience is happening through a person or situation that we attracted and needed on an energetic level. Let us change the game. Let us embrace the challenges. Let us welcome difficulties. Let us change our perspective so that we can shine. I thank you.
Beautiful. Aruna, stay right there. I want to welcome you, Aruna. As everybody, please join me. You know, the chapter chairperson of an All-Ladies League chapter is the soul of the chapter. And with that vibration of her soul, her beautiful, energizing soul, she weaves this beautiful web of soul sisters around her, like this circle of sisterhood. So please welcome Aruna Maharaj as the chapter chairperson of the All-Ladies League Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you. Along with Linda, her mother here, her mom here, they're going to be this nourishing, please join us, sir. Nourishing support system for Aruna to be able to take the All Ladies League Trinidad and Tobago forward. And with this seed sown today, thanks to Mamta, she's sown this seed. We all hope to go for the Women Economic Forum in Trinidad and Tobago. Yes. Thank you. Congratulations.
Stay here. On that note, we'd also like to felicitate you, presenting to Linda the award at the Women Economic Forum. Acknowledging Linda as an exceptional woman of excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, show us some love. Thank you. love on your journey, on the dreams. You are an exceptional woman of excellence.